I text and drive because sometimes I'm just not thinking when I'm driving.
I text and drive because I don't want to leave people waiting.
I text and drive even though I know it's very dangerous.
I do text and drive, but I wish I didn't, and I tell my mom I don't.
Text and drive, but I don't want anyone to know.
I text and drive because I don't want to wait till I'm done.
I text and drive because I can't miss out on the conversation.
You know that 6,000 people die each year from texting and driving.
6,000? No, I had no clue.
Text and drive even though I'm not supposed to, but just because I can't wait till I'm done driving.
I text and drive every day, and I feel like it doesn't make me a worse driver because I've done it so much.
Really, really bad. It's really dangerous, and I say this as a texter while driving because I do it all the time and it's really bad, and I can account for that because just 2 days ago I was texting and driving and I drove over a curb and it was actually really scary.
I don't text and drive because I don't have anyone to text.
It's never like a quick little hey. There's usually conversations that you're reading, so it's a long period of time that you're taking away your attention from the road, and that's really dangerous.
I do text and drive, and I always get yelled at by my boyfriend to not, and he has to take my phone away, so I don't do it.
Not text when you
I
drive.
text and drive, and I'm the first to admit that it's very dangerous, and half the time I find myself swerving off the side of the road, and it's never a good thing. So my advice is to never text and drive. It's not good for you.
I don't text and drive because I find it to be dangerous while you're driving, and I don't want to get into a car accident, which I've seen other people do.
I text and drive, but I'm trying to stop.
Text and drive because I want to stay connected.
Jordan was the most lovable human being that I ever encountered. Although he had become a man, he was still my little boy. I would kiss him goodnight every single night. He was 18 years old, and around, this was 4:20 in the afternoon, 4:25, we called him on his cell phone. The next thing I know, the phone went dead. My first thought was his battery ran out. About 15, 20 minutes later or so, the doorbell rang. I saw a police officer standing there. He said, "Do you own a Hyundai?" I said, "Is my son okay?" We got to the hospital about 5 minutes later, and the doctor came. She said, "Mr. Sibley, can we go somewhere and talk?" I said, "Look, please, I just need to know. Is my son alive? It's a yes or no question." She said, "No, your son died." And then I let out this primal scream, the kind that you see in the movies. But that scream is real. And you feel like your whole life has died with your child, because children are not supposed to die before their parents. We believe that he dropped his cellular phone. He unbuckled his seatbelt, he bent over to grab the phone and hit this big, massive, beautiful oak tree. And he was killed instantly.
There's lights and fire trucks at the end of my street, and I don't know what's going on. And there was all these people and a child laying on the ground, and I had no idea it was my daughter. I saw her bike, and it was mangled, and I realized she had an accident.
The driver of the SUV says that she was distracted by her phone. She hit her head on with her 5,000-pound SUV. I spent the night with her that night. I held her, I cried, I kissed her, I sung to her. I just needed to have time with my girl. Do you see this beautiful girl with this beautiful smile? That was my daughter,
And she's gone now. I cannot get her back.
because of a person on a cell phone.
She'll never hear him laugh again. He will never walk her down the aisle. They miss the girl they call their sunshine. She'll grow up without her big sister. Talking or texting while driving kills thousands. Let their lives be our light.